Look, the river of life flows without a riverbed. They call it a boulevard. The 10,000 things clamor for a name here. Fame, fortune, legacy. These are leaves scattered by a wind they cannot see. They build worlds from wooden plaster. They paint the sky on a canvas wall. They shout for silence, then fill it with measured words. They seek the perfect form, the flawless face. But the story is not in the wall. It is in the space the wall creates. The power is not in the word, but in the breath between words. The young actor strains, he pushes, he fills himself with emotion until he overflows. He is a cup, spilling. The old actor empties himself. He becomes the cup. The story pours through him, and he is not moved, yet all are moved by him. He does not act. He allows. The way does nothing, yet nothing is left undone. They believe strength is in the mountain, the solid stone of a hero's jaw. They do not see the water. Water does not resist. It yields. It flows to the lowest place. No blade can cut it. No hammer can shatter it. In the canyon, they filmed great battles. But it was the soft, persistent river that carved the canyon. That which is most yielding is master of that which is most hard. Consider the sound stage, a vast, hollow room. It is a great emptiness, a darkness. Because it is empty, it can hold a kingdom. Because it is dark, it can hold the dawn. Its use comes from what is not there. They arrive with their lights and their noise, chasing away the shadow, filling the void they do not understand. The vessel is useful because of its hollowness. The fullest state is the great empty. They seek to be known, to have their name written in stone. But the stone will become dust. The tree does not strive to be a tree. It simply grows. Its roots are hidden. Its branches reach for nothing. It offers shade to all, asking for no praise. Can you be like the tree, rooted in the quiet earth, while the winds of ambition howl around you? To be full is to be brittle. To be empty is to be whole. The silence before the first word. The darkness before the first light. This is the beginning of all things. This is the way. The director, a loud man, believes he is a god. He shouts at the light to be brighter. He tells the wind which way to blow. He forces the river of the story into a narrow, straight channel. The water grows still and stagnant. The wise one does not command the river. He sits by its bank and listens. He sees where it wants to go. He follows its course, and it carries him to the great endless ocean. Look at the lens. It is polished glass. It is pure seeing. It has no memory of the last scene, no desire for the next. It is perfectly present. This is the mind of the sage. The actor who remembers his lines but forgets his character is lost. The actor who forgets himself becomes the character. He is no one, and so he can be anyone. The best work is done when the worker is forgotten. They project their dreams onto a silver surface. This surface has no story of its own. It is a mirror, a void. Because it is empty, it can hold all stories. The hero fights a dragon. The city crumbles. A star is born. These are shadows dancing on a wall of nothing. The audience cheers for the shadows. They fear the shadows. They weep for the shadows. They do not notice the wall. But without the silent, empty wall, there would be no dance. The space between the notes makes the music. The silence between the words gives the meaning. They fill their films with noise, with explosions, with constant talk, afraid of the quiet. They are afraid of the void. But the void is the womb of all things. Give the viewer a moment of silence, a long shot of an empty road, a view of the rain. Do not tell them what to feel. Create the space, and the feeling will arise on its own. This is trust. This is mastery. They climb the green hills, searching for a sign, a name made of giant letters. They think this is the peak. They reach it and find only dust and wind. The true peak is the low place, the humble valley, which receives all streams. To be known by all is to be known by none. To be seen is to become invisible. Do not seek the light. Become the quiet darkness, and the light will find you to reveal itself. In the dark room, they carve the story. The sharp knife cuts away the light, cuts away the time. What is removed is as important as what remains. The wise editor does not add. He reveals. He finds the uncarved block in the mountain of footage. He knows the story was already there, hidden in the silence. To shape is to reduce. To name is to limit. The greatest story has no title. The film is finished, a thing made. Now they give it a name. They give it a price. They seek praise. They fear blame. But praise and blame are two gusts of the same wind. They stir the dust, and then they pass. The sage feels the wind on his skin, and does not call it good or bad. It is only wind. He who is attached to the golden trophy is its prisoner. He holds it high for all to see. Now he is its servant. He must polish it. He must guard it. It is a heavy, beautiful stone. It does not flow. The old star walks the boulevard. The river of light flows past him. No one knows his name. They say he is faded. They say he is forgotten. They are wrong. He has returned. He has given the heavy name back to the world. He is light again. He is no longer a fixed point in the sky. He is the sky itself. He does not need a script. He is the breath before the word. To lose a reputation is to find freedom. The journey is not to become something. The journey is to unbecome. The final frame flickers. The credits, a river of names, flow into darkness. The music ends. The great emptiness of the theater returns. The story dissolves. The heroes turn to dust. The kingdom becomes a shadow. All things arise from the void. All things return to the void. This is not an end. It is a space being cleared for the next beginning. The way is a circle. There is nowhere to go but home. They leave the dark room and return to the blinding sun. They talk of the hero, the light, the final victory, but they carry the shadows with them. The story fills them like a vessel. Soon the vessel will be empty again, and they will thirst for another. They seek to be filled. They do not seek to be whole. The rain fills the footprint in the mud, but the sky, which is forever empty, holds all the rain. Turns to the street of painted dreams at dawn. The noise has died. The river of light is just a road of gray stone. The castle is a wall of wood. The throne is a chair with red cloth. The holy relic is polished plastic. Where did the power go? It was never in the thing. It was in the space you made for the thing. It was in your own quiet seeing. The illusion is not the lie. Believing the illusion is the thing itself. That is the lie. The writer sits before the white field. He calls it an empty page. He strains to fill it. He hunts for words. He builds a cage of sentences, and the truth escapes between the bars. The sage knows the page is not empty. It is full of whiteness. It is full of possibility. He does not write upon it. He listens to it. He waits for the one word that wants to be spoken. The rest is silence, and the silence says more. All great stories are drawn from the same deep well. It is dark. It is silent. It has no name. Those who are thirsty and rush to it with many buckets find only murky water. They stir the surface and see only their own frantic reflection. Be still. Let the silt of desire settle. Let the water clear. Then you will see the moon at the bottom of the well. You do not need to capture the moon. You only need to see it. This seeing is the story. The gardener does not pull the sprout from the earth. He tends to the soil. He allows the sun. He welcomes the rain. He creates the space for the growing. The growing does itself. Do not force the story. Tend to the quiet soil of your own mind. Be empty of ambition. Be open like the sky. Then the 10,000 stories will rain down, and you will not have to chase a single one. The critic comes. He holds a lantern in the sun. He thinks his small light reveals the truth. He gives the story a number. He pins it to a board with a sharp word. He says, this is this and that is that. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. The wind blows. The critic writes that the wind is blowing from the west. The wind turns. His words are now a lie. The way has no west, no east. It flows in all directions and in no direction. It is the stillness from which the wind is born. He who praises the film misses the film. He who condemns it misses it also. They're watching their own minds. The film is the mirror. Some see beauty, some see ugliness. The mirror does not care. It holds all faces and keeps none. To see the mirror itself, that is wisdom. But they are all captivated by the reflection. Years pass. The noise around the story fades. The sharp words of the critic are lost, like stones tossed into the ocean. The posters bleach in the sun. The hero's face becomes a pale ghost on a crumbling wall. The building where they showed the shadows is torn down to make space. Where is the story now? They stored it on a fragile thread, a stream of ones and zeros. But the stream loses its way. The thread breaks. The light, once captured, dissolves. The sound returns to silence. Was the story ever in the thread? Was the river ever in the map they drew of it? The map is not the river. The word is not the way. The story was the space between the audience and the screen. A shared breath in a dark room. A moment of being empty together, filled by the same illusion. When the lights came on, the space vanished. The breath was released. The illusion returned to the void from which it came. All things are built. All things crumble. The mountain is slowly worn away by the rain. The star shines bright, then consumes itself and becomes darkness. This is not a tragedy. This is the nature of things. To hold on is to suffer. To let go is to be free. The story is gone. The silence it came from remains. The silence is the source. The silence is the end. It is the fullest thing of all. The desert wind blows through the canyons of the city. It carries no story. It erases the footprints of those who have passed. A young woman arrives. She carries a camera like a weapon. She says, I will tell a new story, one that has never been told. She has studied the old masters. She has learned the 10,000 rules of light and shadow. She can name every part of the machine. She can predict every reaction of the audience. This is knowing. It is not wisdom. To know the names of all the herbs in the forest is not the same as walking the path. She seeks a truth that is shocking, a sound that is loud, a color that is sharp. The 5 colors blind the eye. The 5 notes deafen the ear. The 5 flavors dull the taste. The sage knows that the deepest truth is plain. It is the gray rock, the silent water, the taste of rice. Because it is plain, no one notices it. Because no one notices it, it endures forever. She points her camera at the world. She hunts for a moment. She directs the sun where to shine. She tells the old man how to weep. She misses the tear that falls when no one is looking. She misses the light that lives in the shadow behind the actor. The way cannot be hunted. It can only be welcomed. Empty your hands if you want to receive a gift. Empty your mind if you want to see the truth. The camera does not need to be aimed. It only needs to be open. She builds a complex world, a labyrinth of causes and effects. She believes she is the creator. She does not see. She is a vessel. The old stories flow through her. The river takes a new bend, but it is the same water. The mother's love, the fear of darkness, the search for a home. There are no new stories. There is only the uncarved block. From it all things are made. The cup, the table, the hero, the villain. When they have served their use, they are broken. They return to dust. The block remains. Do not try to be a storyteller. Be the quiet wood. Let the world carve its story into you. Let the wind and the rain shape you. The story that emerges will be true. It will not be yours. It will belong to no one, and so it will belong to everyone. This is the work that leaves no trace, yet changes everything. The day arrives. The work is shown in the dark room. She watches the faces in the flickering light. She does not watch her own film. Her mind is a turbulent sea of hope and fear. She is not in the room. She is in the future, listening for the sound of applause. She is in the past, seeing every mistake. The one who is not present cannot see what is truly there. The film flows over the audience. For some, it is a great river. They are carried away by it. For others, it is a shallow stream. They sit on the bank and throw stones of judgment into it. For a few, it is just rain on a window, a pattern of light and sound signifying nothing. It is the same film. It is not the same seeing. The work is not what is on the screen. The work is what happens in the empty space of the viewer. She cannot control this space. This is her terror. This is her only path to freedom. The final image fades. The darkness holds its breath. A single moment of pure void. This is the most powerful moment. The space between worlds. Then it is broken. The sound of hands striking hands. A storm of approval. It is loud. It is full. It is what she wanted. She stands in the storm and feels nothing but the wind. The praise is a cage. The success is a heavy robe. She has filled the void, and now she feels more empty than before. To be seen is to be measured. To be known is to be confined. She has given them a thing, a polished stone. They will admire it, they will name it, they will place it on a shelf. And she must now make another stone, one that is shinier, heavier. The path of the maker is a road of endless thirst. Look at the sky after a storm. The clouds do not congratulate themselves on the rain. The thunder does not seek an encore. It happens. It passes. The great quiet emptiness returns. This is the way of creating, to make without possessing, to act without expecting. When the work is done, it is let go. It flows out into the 10,000 things, and the source returns to its own stillness. She is surrounded by voices, but she hears only the silence that they are trying to hide. She walks away from the light, not toward a new light, but into the simple darkness between the stars. The city of names calls for her, but she does not answer. A name is a boat. When you have crossed the river, you do not carry the boat on your back. She leaves the boat on the shore. She goes to the desert. Here, the world is uncarved. The mountains are not heroes. The valleys are not villains. They simply are. The wind tells one story over and over. It is the story of erasure. The small black mirror in her hand, which held all the world's voices, goes silent. Its light dies. Now it is just a smooth, warm stone. It is a return to its nature. In the city, she was a river, forced through a narrow channel, rushing toward a great waterfall of applause. Here, she is a single drop of water in the sand. She vanishes. She becomes part of the earth. The sun does not praise her. The rock does not judge her. She is no one. The relief is as vast as the sky. Here, the silence is not empty. It is the oldest sound. It is full of the whisper of sand, the beat of a hawk's wing, the slow breathing of the stone. She learns to listen, not with her ears, but with her whole body. The world is not made of things. It is made of the space between things, the space between the grains of sand, the space between the stars. In this great emptiness is the potential for everything. She watches a lizard, still as stone. It does not strive for greatness. It strives only for the warmth of the sun. In its stillness is the perfect action. She sees a dead tree, bleached white by time. It does not mourn its lost leaves. It offers its stark shape to the sky. Its emptiness is its beauty. It has become a sculpture made by the wind. Thirst comes. It is not a desire. It is a truth. Hunger comes. It is not an ambition. It is a need. These things are real. The sound of applause was a ghost. The trophy was a dream of metal, to be stripped of all but the essential. This is not poverty. This is wealth. To be everything, you must be content with being nothing. The desert asks for nothing, and it holds the whole world. One day, she finds a piece of charcoal in the ashes of a fire someone left long ago. She holds it. It is not a tool. It is just a piece of burnt wood. She sits before a flat, sun-bleached rock. It is a scream, older than any silver one. She watches the shadow of a yucca plant. It is a slow, silent actor telling the story of the sun's journey. Her hand moves. She does not draw the plant. She draws the space around the plant. She traces the edges of the light. The black line on the white stone is not the subject. The subject is the emptiness the line contains. The image is stark. It is almost nothing. In its nothingness it holds the entire desert, the sum, the passage of time. Her old work was the frantic gathering of life, thousands of images a second, stitched together to create the illusion of movement. This new work is one image made over 1,000 seconds of stillness. It is the truth of stillness. She does not sign her name. The wind is the only critic here. Tomorrow a gust may erase the drawing, or a rain may wash the rock clean. This is good. The work is not the mark on the stone. The work was the moment of quiet seeing. The mark is just the echo. To try and preserve the echo is to miss the sound. A traveler finds her. He has been lost. He is thirsty. He sees the drawing on the rock. He does not see art. He sees a sign. He thinks it is a map, a message. What does it mean? He asks, his voice dry. She offers him her water. She says nothing. The meaning of the water is in the drinking. The meaning of the drawing was in the seeing. To explain is to diminish. The path is not found in words. The path is found in walking. He drinks. He thanks her. He asks where the road is. She points not left, not right, but to the sun. Follow the low places, is all she says. Water knows the way. He does not understand. He sees a mad woman. He leaves, still searching for a clear, straight line on a map. The sage gives no maps. She gives a direction. The way is not a destination. It is a manner of traveling. She watches him go, a small, striving shape in the vast stillness. She returns to her rock. The sun has moved. The shadow is different. The story has changed. She picks up the charcoal again. There is no plan. There is no ambition. There is only the rock, the shadow, the quiet hand. This is enough. This is everything. The traveler did not find the road, but he found a story. When he returned to the city, his throat raw with thirst and wonder, he told it. He spoke of a woman who was like the desert itself, empty, silent, and vast. He did not call her wise. He called her strange. He did not say she was a master. He said she was lost. But this story was a seed in the dry ground of the city, a place starved for anything real. It grew. It was passed from mouth to mouth, a vessel filled with the desires of the teller. To the writers, she was a muse. To the producer, a mystery to be solved and sold. To the young, she was a rebel. To the old, a ghost of what they had lost. The story grew heavy with meaning it did not possess. Soon they came, a small caravan of polished metal, cutting a straight line through the yielding sand. They came to capture the lightning in a bottle. They brought cameras to seal the silence. They brought microphones to record the void. They found her by the rock. She was not drawing. She was watching a line of ants carry a dead beetle. She saw them arrive. She did not stand, she did not speak. The mountain does not greet the clouds that gather at its peak. It simply wears them for a time. A young director His eyes full of sharp angles and ambition stepped forward. "We've heard about you," he said. The words were too loud here. They shattered on the air. She watched the ants. They did not waver from their task. Theirs was a story with no author, no audience, and a perfect, simple plot. "We want to understand your philosophy," the director said, more slowly this time, as if speaking to a child. "Your art, your reason for being here." She looked at him. Her gaze was not unkind. It was simply clear, a deep, still well. She looked at his hands. They were clenched. He was holding on to his questions. She looked at his polished car. It reflected the sky, but it was not the sky. An old actor, his face a map of 1,000 forgotten stories, sat on the ground a short distance away. He was tired. The journey had been long. The director grew impatient. He tried again. "What have you discovered out here?" She turned her gaze from him to the old actor. She rose slowly, her joints stiff like an old tree's branches. She went to a small bag and took out a piece of dry bread and a skin of water. She walked to the old actor and offered them to him. He took them. His hands were open. He ate the bread. He drank the water. He said nothing. The director did not understand. He had asked for knowledge, and she had given food. He saw an insult, a dismissal. The old actor understood. He saw an answer. The answer to the great questions is not a word. It is bread. It is water. It is the relief of a tired body. He stopped asking. He stopped searching. He sat and watched the ants with her. The sun was hot. The silence was immense. For the first time in many years, he was not performing. He was simply present. And in that emptiness, he felt the beginning of a profound fullness. The director only felt the heat and the great, frustrating waste of his time.